My name is Annie.
And my name is Oyen.
So we're going to be presenting the Health and Fitness Club database management system. We'll be starting with our ER model that shows all the weak and strong entities with their primary and foreign keys that were used. Here it will show the relationships between the primary and the weak entities. The strong and the weak entities and how they are related to one another and all the relationships that are in between them. So the one to many, for like here, many to one, and how they are basically shown with their attributes. So I'm going to pass it to my partner to explain the how it's translated to the relational mapping.
Okay, so if we go over here, we can basically see all the tables we have and like the relation it has with our ER model. So as we can see, we have the tables and we have the primary keys, the ones underlined in the model over there. So in the model, we would have member ID underlined as the primary key for member, trainer ID for a trainer, and all the other tables. So these are the ones we have and their attributes as shown in the ER model. And this is what the DML looks like. So it has all our insert statements and the initial populations we do as kind of like the default before any further manipulation. And so we're going to move on to showing you like our functionality demonstration. So if we go over here.
So if I can open terminal and then so so this will run it. You have to choose your own role. So if you go as a member, trainer, or admin. So we're gonna go as a member and we can start off as registering as a new member. And then it'll ask me my first name. I can just say Judy, last name Smith, and then date of birth, I'll just say 1999, 0101. Gender, I'll just say female. Phone number, um, oh, okay. And then email, I'll just say Judy. Okay, let's say at example.com. And then password, I'll just do a password as the member. So it says I have registered successfully and my member ID is 6. And so I'll go in as a member again and then log in. It will ask me my member ID, I'll say 6. And then what will it say? So in here, we can go actually in the Postgres and select we can execute this. And if we do expand this, you will see Judy Smith right here as member ID 6 and everything onto here. So I just noticed that I said Juicy instead of Judy. I can go in and change that. So I'll update my profile and leave any field blank if you want to keep the current value. So I don't want to change my name or anything. I just want to change my email. So I said Judy at example.com. And then everything else, my profile is updated. If I go back to Postgres, run it again, you'll see the mistake is gone. We can do other things. We can add a fitness goal. For Judy, the goal type, it can be weight gain. Loss. Target, I want to hit, say 50, or wait, 120. And then pounds, start date, I can do from today. Um, Target, I'll just skip because I don't know when. And then it will put a null in the target date. And if I view my dashboard, I will see I haven't added any health metrics, but my goals are there and upcoming classes. I can also register for an upcoming class, or I can schedule a PT session. So we can go with PT session. I can schedule with trainer ID 1. And then session date, I can do, let's see, on Tuesday. From what time? I can do from 9, and time I can do 12. And then, so it will tell me trainer has already a PT session at that time. So the paid trainer is not available. I can try to schedule another time. Um, I will try with trainer ID 2. Maybe I want to keep the same date. Let me try with trainer ID 2 and see if they're available. And then start time is going to be 9 to end time 12. And then I have a PT session scheduled with an ID 4. And if I go again to view my dashboard, you'll see that the PT session is already there. And I can reschedule it or cancel it or register for a class if I want a class. And yeah, basically, I'm going to pass it over to my partner to go over other operations.
Okay, so we were able to see a lot of the member operations over there and see, how to update profiles, add fitness goals, view our sessions, schedule PT sessions, and things like that. So now we can try to see how to possibly, let's see. So let's exit out of the member menu. And if you want to be a trainer, so now we're no longer using the member role, we're going to use a trainer role. And we enter our trainer ID. So let's say we use trainer ID number 2. So we want to set our availability, view our schedule, look for a member, date our availability. So let's say we want to set our availability for, let's say, Tuesday. So we're gonna put the start time for, let's say, 12 o'clock, and our end time, let's say, for this. And then it's asking if it's a recurring weekly slot. We say yes. And it says availability added. So we're saying practically that on Tuesday we're going to be available from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And this is something that happens every week. So we want to view our schedule. As we can see the personal training session that was booked previously during our member role, and we can, see the group classes that we have upcoming. So we've seen how to set our availability, view our schedule. Let's say we wanted to look up a member, for example. We would put in the member, so, and then look them up. So it says no members found. So if that doesn't work, we know that the member is not in our that person is not a member of the fitness table. So we can try again and see if there was a mistake made or if the member's not actually part of it, and we type the member again. So we see here a member actually does show. So that shows that if we try to input a member that's not part of the fitness group, that member will not show up. That's to prevent any, odd behavior from happening. So we can see Julie, we can see her last goal and what she wanted to achieve because she is our client and we train her. And then if we want to edit the availability that we previously set, we go to edit availability and it shows like our availability slots either require and the either recurring or not. So let's say we want to edit number 6. So that's our, or no, number 8. So our Tuesday availability. So we put number 8 here because it says Tuesday's number 8. Let's say we want to update the slot. So we press number 1. We go ahead, we choose the day of the week, which was Tuesday. So number 2. Let's say we want to put a new start time. So let's say now we want to start at 5 p.m. and we want to end at, I don't know, 6 p.m. Is this recurring? We say yes. So our availability is updated and we can check our schedule again. And as we can see here, and then we can log out of our trainer session.
All right. So we can do admin. So the admin is usually in charge of like the maintenance and I'll log in with my admin ID one. So they can create a class, they can log equipment issues, create invoices, record payments, manage classes, and everything. So we can create a class session. Create a class session. Class ID can do one, trainer ID can do two, room ID one, and then it's going to enter two, and then start time 12, and then end time, capacity, let's just do 10, and then, oh, it will tell me another class is booked. Okay, so that's good. This another thing you can maybe that you forgot to do, we can do another time. The same, we can do another class, same class ID for another trainer. Let's try with trainer ID one. And then room, we can do room two. Oops, okay, three. Nice. Hopefully there are other rooms. Okay, room three. Start date, I can do 2025, 12/02. Start time, let's do 12. And then end, uh, room capacity 10. Capacity exits, oh, two. Okay, so it's a PT room because it's not studio. Okay, so it's only room capacity two. Okay, so if the room capacity I put 10 and then it's telling me that it's two, I can go ahead because I want to create a class for two people. I can do it again. Basically, class ID one, trainer one, room ID three. Session is going to be on Tuesday, 12/02. Start time, I'm going to do it 12. End time, 15 or 1 p.m. Capacity, let me do 2. And it'll say class session created with ID 6. I can also go ahead and manage the classes. I can list all the classes that we have. We have yoga, basically basics, and then hit express, weightlifting, and everything. If I want to create a new class, I can do it. If I want to update an existing one, maybe to change the duration or the capacity and everything, I can do that. Or I can go on 7 to cancel class or um, update a class session. So all of those are functionalities that we can implement in this, and then I can log out as admin and then exit the system.